Hello learners, diagrammatic representation part is the easiest way to solve in the writing part 1. Despite the fact you know the way how to deal with that. So in this session what I'll do that I'll share with you one question and we will discuss how to go through the diagram part of the writing part 1. So we have the question in front of you now. Have a look on this question. Now, based on the previous question, we are going to discuss a different category of the question for the writing part 1. In the writing part, you also get diagrams sometime. It can be a diagram, it can be a flow chart, or it can be a process diagram, or it can be a diagram like this about the bricks making one. So, I have mentioned the answer of this question here. The first introduction one, we can start it like this. The diagram explains the way in which bricks are made for the building industry. This is what you have explained about that thing, you have paraphrased the question basically. Overall, there are 7 stages in the process, beginning with the digging up of the clay and culminating in the delivery. So what is happening in the diagram, you have explained the major part of that, like it is starting from the digging up of the clay and finally culminating in the delivery part. Now you have to start with the body para 1, so in that case you'll be explaining it further. To begin, the clay used to make the bricks is dug up from the ground by a large digger. This clay is then placed onto a metal grate which is used to break up the clay into smaller pieces. A roller assists in this one. So we have explained the first stage, how that is happening. Basically there is a dug up from the ground with the large digger, then that is placed into a metal grate. Now, following this, sand and water are added to the clay and this mixture turned into bricks by either placing it into a mold or using a wire cutter. Next, these bricks are placed in an oven to dry for 24 to 48 hours. In the subsequent stage, the bricks go through a heating and cooling process. They are heated in a kiln at a moderate and then high temperature ranging from 200 Celsius to 1300 Celsius, followed by a cooling process in a chamber for 2 to 3 days. Finally, the bricks are packed and delivered to their destinations. So this is very easy category of the question, because in this category you don't have to compare the data. Here you just need to describe different kind of stages which are involved in the overall process of the diagram.